Welcome, it's Crafty Carol here from Northern Ireland with yet another card in my nativity set. This is all part of a tutorial you can buy from my website. It's got 5 or 6 cards in it, I can't quite remember. It's certainly got 5, I think it's 6. Anyway, 5 or 6 cards made with the lovely Night Divine set. This one that's got the beautiful nativity dies that go with it. And I've been using those in so many different cards because they're such fun to do. So this is the next one, and this one I'm making, the last one I made was oh, that's my stamps falling over. The last one I made a landscape one. This I'm going to make a portrait one, so it opens that way. So this is length of A4, cut in half at 10.5 and scored at 14.8 and folded. And again, I'm using similar paper to last time. And I've got here, again, another piece of the starry paper, which is going to go on the top. And I've cut out from the sandpaper, if you like, the different coloured sandpaper. This is the Oh Holy Night paper. I've cut out and just shaped a desert scene for the bottom. I've already stamped and embossed in gold the Glory to God in the Highest. And I have die cut various little bits for it. So I've die cut 2 camels and a wise man. The wise man, very sad about this. The shepherd faces the way I think the wise man should, and the wise man faces the way I think the shepherd should. But anyway, it doesn't matter too much. So I am going to have my camels and I'm going to have my wise man. So that's how the card's going to go together with my Glory to God in the Highest somewhere. I shall decide. Right, so first of all, I want to do the inside of the card. That isn't just quite square folded, so let me just adjust that. Hate that when that happens. I must have been careless when I did that, probably because I did it late last night. There we go. I can just rebone fold that and it'll be exact. Always worth taking time to make sure those are good. I'm going to use my stamps in the centre, and I'm doing the inside of these cards the same so that they form a sort of set, which is what you'll see in the tutorial. So I'm using Writers and Best. Make sure you've got the direction right. The number of times I have stamped crosswise for a portrait card or vertically for a landscape card, it's very easy to get that bit wrong. So don't get it right from the start. I'm going to try a different way around with these stars because, yeah, they're sort of, that will do. And while I'm at it, again, I'm going to stamp my envelopes in the same way. There. Just quick and easy. I've done all the same, so they're part of a set, really. So I hope you have had a look at some of the other ones. I'll just put those out of the way. So again, to form this card, let me tell you about this, the pieces. So this piece is 10 by I think it's by 10. Let me just check this. I'm forgetting now. Yes, 10 by 10. It's just a square piece. The bottom piece needs to be around 10 by 10 again, but you're going to shape it. So you can cut out from a 10 by 10 piece, you cut out the piece you actually want from the DSP. And then really simply, I'm just going to stick them on the card. These are such simple cards, but they make a nice little set together. So sticking this piece down first, I'm just thinking, no, I'll have it this way. I'll have the big stars at the top, which is what I'd originally intended. Oh, make sure I haven't stuck it. I've got a little border all the way around the outside, so I want to make sure that is the same border. And stick it down, and then my other piece goes on top at the bottom. And I've mentioned in previous videos that I'm being quite careful about depths of cards now because of the postage costs here in the UK. They're getting ridiculous. So I want to have as many cards as possible able to be posted. Oh, that's just slipped. Let me just adjust it. There we go. There. I want as many cards as possible to fit in the minimum postage slot that you can measure. So there are my 2 pieces of DSP stuck on. if you want to use lots of dimensionals, you can. So I've got my wise men, I've got 2 camels, one of whom I might put up on dimensionals, haven't decided. And then I have my sentiment, and I've just used, it's a retired punch, but you could use a circle, anything you want for that. And I think we'll just have that here, because I don't want to hide that star, it just looks lovely. So that I am going to put some dimensionals on. And you can get away just with one layer of dimensionals, but not much more. So because I haven't got any other layers in the card, just DSP, so that's nice and flat, then I can use dimensionals on here, and that's going to work. So my glory to God in the highest is going to go there. And I can still see my stars, which is good. And then I can stick my other bits on. So I'm going to stick one camel flat. I think I might stick the other one on with dimensionals. I haven't decided. And just on the legs, I'm going to have a couple of little dots of glue. It's quite nice, Tombow. It is quite controllable when you only want little tiny bits. So I'm going to have my first camel up there. And I might put the man and the other camel on with dimensionals. So we will have one there and little mini dimensionals, I think, on those legs, because I can't, obviously, I'm not faffing around trying to get dimensionals on any other bits, because that would be horribly impossible. Right. Can't get that one off. There we go. Sticking to me now. So that gives me my other camel. I'm going to let the foot of the one behind show through, because that, I think, looks nice. And then I think I might have my little king on dimensionals as well. I'm going to put a couple on him. There we go. So to get the king, I've just used the main scene and trimmed off the sheep in front of him from the edge of the scene. So there's my king and my camels, and a really, really simple, straightforward portrait card as part of my set of nativity cards. So as always, the instructions in this video can be found in my blog, and there will be directions to buy the tutorial that goes with this set that I'm making. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.